The Bash is back, and we finally have Best Ball Mania teams to draft again here with you guys, the YouTube members. The chat is currently gated to exclusively YouTube members. Those of you who have been watching the show for some time know it's as simple as 1, becoming a YouTube member, and 2, dropping the hashtag join the Bash in the wheel, and one of you guys will jump on stream to draft a Best Ball Mania team on me. It's my treat. Any winnings will be split between us. We had a ton of fun doing this last year. One of the best teams I drafted in Best Ball Mania was on, I believe, the first Best Ball Mania edition of the Bash with Neil Farley. So lots of pressure to live up for with this inaugural BBM edition for 2026. I'm Pete Overzet. This is the Bash. Let's roll. Welcome to the Best Ball Bash. We are throwing a party. One of you guys in the chat will be hopping on stream to draft, and then we will split the $2 million prize.
We are in the 2020 Honda Civic.
I think we got to lock him up.
You're going to be able to get us Jalen Knoll to fall by staring them down in the eye right now.
That's exactly what I'm trying to do, Pete.
Lock him up.
That's my kind of guy. I am going to need a howl from you.
Hopefully none of my neighbors mind.
Oh, this is going to be my life. This is so much fun.
All right. How are we doing today? Trying to get my lights going here. Having some issues with that, but we will work through the technical difficulties. Let's get the giveaway up on screen here. We got 9 entries off the start. I will say, I know throughout the spring, the schedule for these has been a little bit all over the place. There was a Wednesday edition. There's been a 3 p.m. edition. Let the record show going forward, these will always be Thursdays at noon Eastern. Thursdays at noon Eastern. So you can mark your calendar. You can plan ahead if you would like. Similar to last year, I will also make sure that I do a few of these during off hours, non-work hours as well. I will do my best to accommodate that, maybe on an after dark, occasionally an evening show. So I will do my best to accommodate everybody here on the Bash. Looks like some of my my overlays got messed up here, so I'm gonna have to figure that out as well. But nothing we can't power through here. 11 entries. How are we doing on this Thursday? I think my lights are back up now. There we go. There are my lights. There are my lights. And what do we got? We got 12 entries so far. Who's in the chat? Who's in the chat? I finally got my bearings. I will not be bashing your Ash. What is up? Bosh, Bosh, Bosh. Hoohames, Rick, Brett, Matt, Chad. Everybody is out. Dat Mavis, Brett. The group bash went hard too. That is a good reminder. That was the best team in the regular season by far. The group bash there. Holy hell. Thank you for this reminder, Rooney. High Rocks Boston tickets go live at 1 and they probably sell out quick. Man, I very much appreciate this reminder. Thank you, sir. I will try to multitask that as well. Very good call. Let's see here. What is up, Wells? Everybody joining. Will we be discussing the JP Morgan situation today? Oh man. Oh man. Have I been so offline that I don't know what the JP Morgan situation is? That's a tough scene for me. What's up, Jake? Yes, I'll always try to accommodate with some evening episodes here. What is up, John? Kurt Rambis. I am so excited for you guys to see Kurt Rambis's submission to So You Think You Can Tout. He did not make it public, and you guys are going to see it. It's going to either come out later today, maybe tomorrow, the official audition episode. God bless our editors, Chris, Zach, Lou. They've been working around the clock. This thing is a monstrosity. I think it's pushing 90 minutes. It is a goddamn masterpiece. It's incredibly entertaining, but appreciate your patience as we put the finishing touches on this episode. And I see a lot of you hopeful applicants in the chat. But let's get this rolling here so we can get a couple of drafts in today with you guys. If you come in late, feel free to drop the hashtag in the chat. We'll definitely spin again at least once. But here we go. 15 entries. Who's going to be the first Best Ball Mania guest on the Bash of 2026? Who's it going to be? Oh my, Rick, with all due, oh my God, Rick, can we please, I know this is like technically breaking the rules, but you've gotten a lot of airtime and I actually have something that I want to do with you. Rick, can you please let me get somebody else on? Are you sure? Thank you, Rick. I appreciate it. I'm going to draw again. I know technically I say you just got to sit one out, which you did, but Rick, you're gonna get plenty of screen time here when the video comes out. So we're gonna get somebody else up here. Brett Nichols. There we go. I appreciate that. Brett Nichols, come on down. A first-time guest here. Do not recognize Brett. Shoot me a DM on Discord or X. Just let me know where I should be looking for that. I know sometimes the X DMs is there. You guys all, what do you got? Guys, who has been on as well too? What Brett doesn't want? Why are you guys, Brett, why did you put your name in if you don't want to come on? I am confused by this. This is the Best Ball Bash is off to a thing. If you don't want to come on, I'm going to spin again, Brett. Guys, I love who too, but we're going to do this fairly. I'm spinning the wheel. Everybody showed up here to put their name in. These are non-transferable. I vetoed Rick because Rick was just on 2 weeks ago and has gotten plenty of airtime. Brett, you can come on or I'm going to spin again. I like you, Who, but we're not transferring it to who we want to see on the show. Yes, thank you, Who, for understanding that. But Brett, please do not put your name in. I'm going to say this. I thought this was clear. Do not put your name in if you cannot come on. I am drawing a name to come on Stream and Draft right now. I'm going to give Brett one more chance to claim this. Do you want to come on, Brett, or were you literally just farming for someone else? All right, we're spinning it. Here we go. Rough start for me here. Rough start for me. All right, Ralisch. This is perfect. Ralisch was on once last year, I believe is our guest who broadcasts from a very cool atrium in Brazil. He was very hopeful we were going to have one of these last week before the NFL draft. We weren't able to do that. So Ralisch, we are good to go here. Shoot me a message. I think you DM me on Discord, right? Send me a bump in our group DM and we will get rolling here. Like I said, we'll do another one after Ralisch. So stay in line. Once your name is in the drawing, you're good to go. You don't have to do it again. But if you are coming in after the fact and want to be eligible for the second drawing, please do drop that hashtag join the bash in the chat. Yeah, Ralisch is a good dude. And I always do appreciate the people who are able to use this as an opportunity to draft an underdog team when they are in a state/country where they are not otherwise able to. So a win-win all around. But shoot me a message, Ralisch. Let's see. Wells asking, how did the TikTok community do for So You Think You Can Tout? I believe I had 2 submissions from that were posted to TikTok. 2 submissions, yours and one other. Both of them, though, I'll give a little spoiler. They make the Pat Mayo episode. That's one thing that I've been trying to like brace people for. I posted the clip of Pat Mayo roasting an anonymous clip, a clip that won't be anonymous in the next 24 to 36 hours. But a lot of sentiment from applicants is that everybody's video is going to be reviewed. That is not the case. We received 135 applications. We were not able to review 135 videos with Pat Mayo. I think we got to about 35 or 40, most of which are going to make the cut. But yes, if you are planning to tune in with the guarantee of seeing your video, that is not the case. We just did not have the time. I think I took up like 2.5 hours of Pat Mayo's time on Sunday when we recorded that, which was already way beyond a level of generosity that I expected from him, but just wanted to brace the applicants for knowing that there's no guarantee your application makes the video. Where is Ralisch? Yes, you did. Shoot me a DM. You guys are killing me today. I mean, I'm killing myself. Part of it is user error on me, but you guys are killing me as well. Let's just knock the cobwebs off. It's still April. It's not even May. It's April 30th. Ralisch, shoot me a message. Shoot me a message. Brett, have you still answered for me why you put your name in the chat if you only come for the entertainment? I haven't gotten to the bottom of that. I know. I was really worried about that. Crutch says guy doesn't even have a voice and did 2.5 hours. Lou messaged me on like Thursday and he was like, Mayo lost his voice. And I'm like, oh shit, we're supposed to record this weekend, but he rallied because he's a true professional. Wells says honored to have made the cut for the video. Hopefully wasn't getting cooked. I'll just say this. He cooked a lot of people, guys. I really hope people don't get their feelings hurt. Just know that Pat brought the heat and he tells it like it is. He tells it like it is. But I'll also say this, like, and I believe I mentioned this in the video a few times. You know, Pat is one input that I'm going to be weighing when we make these cut downs. And what Pat looks for or what Pat likes isn't necessarily always what I look for or what I like. But man, do I value his opinion when it comes to who has the it factor, who can hop on screen and immediately be compelling, who has potential as a broadcaster. I do really respect his opinion there. It's not like if Pat was doing this competition, who he would pick would look different than me doing it. But I do very much value his opinion and instincts. But again, it's just one of the inputs there. Ralisch, I'm about to spin again, brother. You still haven't messaged me, dude. You still have not messaged me. I guess we could just spend all day vamping. Brett, first of all, do not slander Google phones. I, too, have a Google phone. Also, I'm the one doing the drafting. We have had many contestants. Why am I saying contestants? We've had many viewers hop on from their phone. We've had them hop on from the car, while cleaning pools, while hiding out in offices that they don't belong to. We are friendly to phone bros here. Oh my God, man. I was not ready. This is so bad. Can I be the second one? Sure. We'll spin again. Ralisch, you better be ready here in a half hour or whatever. Let's try it again. Okay, there it is. You know what? It was the will of the wheel. It was the will of the people. Now I can bless it. Hoohames, you won fair and square. Shoot me a message somewhere and I will get you on. All right, where are you shooting me a message? Oh, I forgot. Elon killed my. I used to be able to view messages in my Pro deck, and then he got rid of that. So now I have to go to the desktop app. Shoot me a message, who? There he is. All right. All right, who's gonna hop on stream here? I believe second appearance on the show. Who was on? Maybe it was during the BR season. I want to say we drafted a BR team together. Let's get this ready to roll. This is what I need to do. I need a new layout here for the Bash. My StreamYard here behind the scenes, the amount of different stream configurations I need these days for all my different shows has gotten kind of unwieldy. So I'm just, forgive me 1 second while I get this set up, and then I will bring Hoohames on to draft a Best Ball Mania team. All right. We are almost set here. You guys are really getting to see how the sausage gets made today. All right. There we go. I think we are actually got.
Hey, what's up?
Here we go. Here we go. One more click and we should be good. Now mine, oh my God. Hoohames, this is just an absolute disaster today.
I've been trying to make a new overlay myself, and I don't know, it's not working out so well for me. So I get it.
They're finicky. Okay, we are good though. Welcome back to the stream. I mean, obligatory question: How many teams have you drafted so far?
I've done 18 Superflex, 2 BBMs, and like 11 puppies.
Okay. What are the Superflex streets like right now?
I love Superflex. I really enjoy Superflex. So, but it's different. Like I attacked the contest wrong last year, so it in a couple ways. So I've changed the strategy, but it's definitely easier to get quarterback at the moment than it was.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. It which is kind of weird. I thought that the 3 quarterback meta, wouldn't that like matter even more, like be more important than Superflex?
Yeah.
And like it started out this way last year, to where the first couple days you could get quarterbacks in round 6, and then eventually you couldn't until round 5, stuff like that.
Yeah. What when you said that you didn't like how you approached it last year, what was the tweak you've made?
So I think I was on the right track, where you do take 3 quarterbacks like pretty early most of the time. But and you want to hit flex with running back because you only have 2 receivers, right?
Yeah.
I waited too long at wide receiver. I think like an anchor wide receiver is kind of a better approach.
Gotcha.
Instead of waiting until like, I don't know, DJ Moore, or not even that. Like I would wait till like Jacoby Myers, and then just take like 6, 7, 8, 9 of them, and like hope to intermittently spike, or
Right.
That didn't work out very well. I'll say that.
Where are like the quarterback controversy guys going, like the Falcons QBs?
Like 10 to 12.
Okay.
So I think. Yeah.
That price seems right for guessing in that contest.
Yeah, and like first day I don't even like this player, but I took 50% Carson Beck because he was going at the end, and it feels like he's going to probably start in the playoff weeks.
Yeah.
I
know. I've already started to see conversation about how much should we be adjusting Trey McBride in relation to this.
I probably went overboard. I nuked every one of the Cardinals.
Yeah.
I've been on board with, like, if Jacoby Brissett wasn't going to be the quarterback, I think that, like, and this is a hot take, that I kind of like Loveland straight up more.
Yeah, no, that is a hot take, but it's also one that could look painfully obvious come week 16, for sure.
Right. So
we got the 112, by the way.
I see that. Do you like the double running back starts, or do you like starting with the wide receiver?
Honestly, in this pocket, I'm fully on board with the double running back start, if you are.
Yeah. I really like Genty.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And then I'm kind of fine with any of the running backs. I'm leaning Kenneth Walker partially. Like, number one, we have divisional correlation because the schedule's not out. Number two, I don't know about you. I'm getting this weird feeling on the Eagles as well.
Yeah. No, we're in lockstep. I think I was going to be Genty and then either Walker or Barkley, and happy to go Walker there. What are the vibes that are spooking you?
So yes, Stoutland left, and then they replace him with the guy from Minnesota. Well, Minnesota's offensive line vastly underperformed last year, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I get it. Like, if the OC is calling better plays, the offensive line is just going to look better, right? So,
sure.
like, that definitely can happen. But, like, they're I don't know about you. I'm having a hard time with all the Eagles, and it's probably wrong. Like, Devonta Smith right now is like where he should be if the trade happens. Like, is he going to move up more when the trade happens? We know he is.
For sure.
right?
Yeah, we were talking about that on ship chasing. It's like a lock. He's gonna move.
Yeah. So yeah, Chris is he goes by Megatron. He's in my chat all the time. He's he's a good dude, but this is pretty hilarious. Like Rick wins, says give it to me.
Yeah,
like
did you know you had such a loyal Bash crossover following? Were you rallying the troops? Is Brett Nichols a paid mole?
No, I have my channel has started doing better. Like I have a really good, consistent group, which is awesome. So they're kind of everywhere. It's like the most degen of the degens in the best ball community, though. So,
do you have a regular streaming schedule? Do you stream at the same time?
Yeah, I go live 4 p.m. Central every Monday through Thursday, and on Sundays 6:30.
Nice.
And then, I actually hit a goal, and we're doing a 12-hour live stream this Sunday.
There you go. Congrats.
So yeah,
I like it. 12 hours is like it's a lot. Don't get me wrong, but it's doable. It's these 24-hour streams where these kids really get ahead of themselves.
Well, I've already said that I'll do one if we get to the next goal. So I'm not going to enjoy it, but I can do it. It won't be.
You know what? I've never even put it out there. It would need to be so lofty. I'll say if I get to 50,000 subs, I'll do a 24-hour live stream for the
50K.
People, so.
There you go.
Which I'll probably be 80 years old by the time that happens, and I won't have to. I won't have to do that.
I don't know. Let's look at the board real quick. We got.
Yep. Let's see here. We got some wide receivers: T. Higgins, Javonte, Ladd. Let me sort by ADP. Actually, sorry. Kyron, Olave, T. Javonte, Zay.
I'm pretty big on Olave.
Oh, he just went.
Okay.
He just.
It's all good.
Yep.
Let's go with T.
Yep.
And then see what I haven't used the ETR sim, so let's see what it spits out. I'm just curious.
Yeah, they I can pull this up here too, which I can sort by their rank. They have it. They're suggesting Zay or Kyron here.
I was like, my gut was Zay. Another divisional correlation, and sometimes Lamar falls now. So I've seen Lamar get to 60 a couple times now, and it sets us up with I kind of like the running backs in round 5, 6. Like if one of those falls, I think it's an absolute value. It doesn't happen very often anymore, but I kind of like the running backs in the 130s, like the Tyro.
You like it, Tyrone Tracy? Isn't that your guy?
That was the one that won me a couple. He got me third in one of your contests, and he got me. I think he was on my Engage 8 that took it down last year. I can't even remember, but we had. I was actually a Scatabo guy, and I'm still a Scatabo guy. I just liked the matchups those weeks on Tracy.
Yeah,
but that offense is going to run. They're going to run 12 personnel. Scatabo is going to come out every once in a while. Scatabo also has a decent injury. We don't know if he's healthy. Number one, I think he's fine, but we don't know for sure. It's a really good contingent play on top of that. Tracy does produce. Patrick Ricard is there, which is huge.
Look at that. Our first fullback drop on stream.
There you go. First Bash. You might as well. What's better than on a Bash than a fullback, right?
We need
it. Who's better at bashing the fullbacks? It's definitely,
exactly.
Yeah.
All right, let's see here. Talking about just stream stuff. I do think the number one most important thing you could do if you're starting out is just have a consistent time. Just be consistent.
Yeah, I started that last year, and we hit 500 was the goal, but we got I made somebody made I told them what I wanted. We got some emoji, custom emojis that are pretty cool.
Nice.
But I haven't revealed those yet. We just figured those out. Just put them in actually. But on Olave, Rick is asking about Olave, man. I'm a believer that whenever the offense gets better, the target earner scores more touchdowns. Like there was a little bit of I like Tyler Shuck. He was my highest drafted pre-draft as well. So Lamar's the obvious click if he makes it.
Yeah.
And are you spooked at all on Jadarian Price not being the bell cow that coming out?
You know, I was pretty stoked to grab him at pick 70, you know, on Monday and stuff. I feel like this is more neutral. I could see spots where, like, if we didn't have a running back or only had one, I'd be like, yeah, let's do it. But I don't feel the pressure to take him here.
I don't either. So Lamar does go.
Yeah.
I like Harnell Tate a lot.
Yep.
And do we want to just do the basic thing and take Burrow, pull him up?
Pull him up, yeah. I mean, ADP, it's only 2. This is kind of where he lives. Yeah, so we'll go Tate as our wide receiver 3 with T and Zay. We'll grab Burrow to stack up with T, and then we still got Genty and Walker up top.
Yeah, so going back to like the Superflex thing a little bit too, like what I was doing there is I was not using the capital well enough. Like the early capital, I wasn't leaning on it enough. And like that's something I'm going to do a lot more. And I like the 0 RB bros. Like I kind of was one last year to some extent. Like whenever I do it, I would do it wrong though. I kind of think the right move is like if you go 4 receivers by 6, like never draft, like you never want to have 0 RBs whenever you've hit over the flex at wide receiver, if that makes sense. So like never, like obviously like what the 6 hole here is doing, like that's something that I'm not going to do this year personally.
Yeah, for me, my only thing about that is so many of the best values throughout the draft are wide receivers. And if you go 4 early, even in 0 RB, you got maybe 1 or 2 where that's where I'm like, I want that elite QB. I want that elite tight end because then I can do 0 RB and still have some space for wide receiver values.
Yeah. And I think that like hero wide, like the hero or double anchor wide receiver builds feel the best. Like I know that's not what we're doing here, but like if I'm in the middle of the draft and I get Amon-Ra, do like Amon-Ra, Rice, and then get Breece Hall, Javonte, DeAndre Swift, like that, those teams to me feel the best. Maybe they're not the best, but they feel the best to me.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like this build here is probably my favorite. Not saying like the players specifically, but just 2 running backs you like, 3 high-end wide receivers, an elite quarterback with a stack. Like this gives us the max flexibility.
Oh yeah. And like there's a certain player I'm very high on that could make it to us. If anybody in the crew is here in the draft, they probably will take him. Because my community is pretty heavy, pretty much likes this player more. Tyler, that's a good price on Tyler Warren.
Yeah, 77 here.
Man, I didn't have a lot of them early in because I maxed most of the pre-draft, but I didn't have a lot of him because I thought that they may add somebody.
Yep.
Tucker Kraft was the guy. I love Tucker Kraft.
Oh yeah. This drafter's setting up he's got the Watson and the Kraft there. So looks like we're on the clock here. Do you have any other guys? Warren, Pollard, Monungai, Fannin by ADP.
Pollard.
Yep. Pollard remains a nice value.
And what do we got left? Let's go Monungai.
Okay.
I'm not like super in on Monungai, but I'm super in on the Bears offense.
Yep. Yeah.
And with this right here, like we could take one more RB. It could either be one of those guys in the Tracy Woody Marks range, like a more secure guy, like or we could take a big shot. And like I feel pretty good with just those 4 RBs, honestly. Like with a shot kind of guy later.
Yeah. We now are up to 4 running backs. We have Genty and Walker early, Pollard and Monungai in the 7th and 8th, Higgins, Flowers, Tate, Joe Burrow at quarterback. How have you been playing the rookies since the draft? Are there any that have been big targets for you? Obviously, we just took Tate.
I mean, I'm an Emmett Johnson slappy, and then he went to the Chiefs, and I'm a Chiefs fan, so like I'm having a hard time like backing off, but like I don't know that it's the best move, but I do think it's just an okay move. I don't want to be overcommitted until we get news on him. Like I ended up taking a little bit of DeMarcado pre-draft because like I wasn't sure if they would address running back in the draft, and they did, but it was super late, although we did trade up for him. So like and
it's like most scenarios it's a redshirt year, but there are some pretty fun outcomes there.
There are, and like that's why everybody was so in on Brashard Smith, who was a 7th rounder, and this guy goes 2 rounds ahead of that, and they traded that for him. So, Rickadoozle wants to know a Super Bowl player take. I mean, I think it's the Loveland one, right? Like I'm very big on the Coastal Loveland. Like you look at the back end of last season, the only consistent target earner on the Bears was Loveland. And they also spent more capital on Loveland than they spent on Luther Burden. So like I think they're going to run the offense through Loveland, and they drafted another tight end. So the 12 personnel thing seems to be the thing they're going to do. And if you look at all the roster moves, they let Zacchaeus go. They didn't really get anyone of note in the draft. They didn't add anyone of note. They're like Khalif Raymond, but he's more of a returner, right? So it kind of looks like they're going to do a 12 personnel thing, and Loveland was drafted to be a weapon more than a blocker.
Yeah, I have no problems with this price. I mean, him hanging out at the 4 or 5 turn there. You're going to have some really nice 101 teams. I mean, I like this team Cortez is building. Bijan, AJ Brown, Love, Loveland, McLaurin, May, Lennon, Godwin.
So which one of those wide receivers do you think is the most mispriced? Because I think there's a big tier from like the back end of the 3rd all the way to like the late 5th. Like I kind of view most of them the same.
Yeah. Well, let's make these picks and then we can talk about that. We got the quarterback stack, 4 running backs, 3 wide receivers. Tight end kind of got wiped here. We're probably looking at wide receivers.
Yeah, I actually like the wide receivers in this range. I mean, Pittman's kind of a value, right? Let's take him.
Yep.
Him and Downs probably.
Yeah.
Downs gives us divisional correlation and another back stack option. That sets us up for Cam Ward and then we'll just punt tight end, I guess, in this draft.
Yeah, and we also have the double Tennessee thing there with Pollard.
Yep.
Yeah, so we add Pittman and Downs, 2 teammates last year, now separated, but we get them on the same squad here.
Yeah, I think this team doesn't look bad. Not yet. We haven't got boxed out at tight end yet. That's about to happen. Like
it's like I worry about quarterback. I worry about running back. I never really worry about tight end. I feel like you can always make it work.
Yeah, I know you draft a lot with people who are very into elite tight end, and I like elite tight end, but I do also understand it's like it's the least likely to hit, but when it hits hard.
For sure.
Right.
Well, and I think that the cost stuff, I mean, I was talking about this as far as like 3rd round Jeremiah Love versus if we had to pay 107 or 108 for him, like you have more room for a slow start at that price. And I feel similarly about these elite tight ends. Like you get Colson Loveland at the end of the 4th, you almost just need a couple big spike weeks and just like an okay floor to pay that off. When you take a guy in the 2nd round, like you really need them performing like an elite wide receiver at those prices. So, I mean, the arbitrage on the elite tight end, like we've gotten with George Kittle in previous years, is just such a cheat code for teams.
Well, like, so even last year, like Trey McBride was tight end 1 of week 17. Right?
Yeah.
But was he on the winner?
Man,
Was
why
he
can't
on?
I even remember Sam Sherman's team? No,
Yeah.
didn't he have Kittle? He had Kittle, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he had the Niner stack. Yeah.
He had the Niner stack and Juwan Johnson because everybody has Juwan Johnson when they win, right?
Yes. And Kittle, wasn't Kittle on back-to-back winning BBM teams? I think the BBM 5 he was on.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah. So like, and like, but the other thing about McBride is like he was also useful, and this is something I've talked about. It's kind of weird. Like everybody remembers the Kyle Pitts 44, right? Well, McBride had 31 that week, so he was like one of the only ways to really stay in the running versus Pitts, unless the Pitts teams in your pod just kind of crapped out at every other position. So like it kind of sort of helped. Did it matter? Like did it matter? Was it good? Was it not? Like it's an argument that'll never be solved.
All right. We're about to pick at the 11-12 turn. We got 1 quarterback, 4 running backs, 5 wide receiver. Definitely some tight ends on the board here. The quarterback landscape is down to Stroud, Ward, Jones. What do you want to do here?
Let's definitely take Ward.
Yep.
And then let's decide, do we want to take Jones and get a third, or do you want to stop at 2? And if we stop at 2, we'll take Kelsey. I'm fine either way.
I think I've just been – I was just saying I was going to lean quarterback.
I think that's the right move.
Yeah.
So like I've been doing a lot of two quarterback teams, but I'm doing 2 quarterback before round 9, like by round 9. Like if my third quarterback, basically like I'm really bullish on Tyler Shuck. Kellen Moore offense, pace of play.
You're one of those guys ripping in naked Tyler Shuck, right? That I was talking about on Monday. That's
Absolutely.
You?
Yeah. Right. You said that and I laughed. I'm like, I was doing that in the big board. I was doing that. I was like, he had a 2 touchdown rushing game last year. And I think he had 5 rushing touchdowns last year. Let me double check.
Okay.
But he only played half the season, right?
Yeah.
And I just believe that like that offense is going to really cook. Now they also didn't have much of a running game, so maybe he doesn't run as much. So he only had 183 rushing yards, so almost 400 for the year. Yeah, I had a 2 touchdown game week 14, and then a 1 in week 17 rushing, or week 18.
Yeah.
So like if you put that throughout a whole season, puts in about 350 to 400 yards and 5 touchdowns or so. Like that's not like crazy good, but it is a rushing upside.
I saw Mike Clay's rushing projections. He had it about there.
Did he?
I want to say, yeah.
Did you see Mike Clay's Keaton Mitchell projection?
No, is it hilariously low?
It is. I think it was 36 yards. It was like I'm a Keaton Mitchell bear, and I'm like, that's not right. Like that's not right.
I'm fully prepared for a summer of Keaton Mitchell discourse across multiple shows.
Oh, it's for sure happening. Like it happens all the time. And like I get it. Fast guy, McDaniel. It looks really fun. He like the video come out. He had the wanted poster stuff, right? Like I get it. I get the hype. I really do. But like Vidal is a really good third down back, and nobody remembers like Hampton was a 4.4 guy. He's 220. Like,
yep,
he's big and fast. Like all right. So
we're about to pick here at the 13-14 turn. We got a 3-4-5, no tight ends.
Yeah, I definitely want Chig or Hunter Henry.
Mm-hmm.
I think we just take both, right?
Yeah.
And then I think the rest of our squad looks really good right now. This gives us some upside on like Hunter Henry last year had a 26-point week.
I remember that from the BR days.
Yeah. Yeah, you finally got that. You finally got there at the end, right?
Yeah, the conference championship weekend. It would have been really nice to flip the order of that instead of literally the last week I was playing the BRs.
Yeah. Go cards or ghost cards, as Meg Shoop says. What's the truth here? Like, I submitted the video, and I'm alive all the time, and I just say what I think. Like, I had a hard time with it. I couldn't really come up with one.
Yours was it was the Bears, right? It was like the
it was
thing, right?
Yeah. So like it was a culmination of a lot of things that I've said, but I never publicly said that exact thing, and that's that Luther Burden should be the 4th one drafted. Like I'd said that Loveland should definitely be the 1st. I'd said that I liked Rome slightly more than Burden, and I've talked a bunch. And DeAndre Swift was one of my higher exposure. Like, I have flatter exposures, but he was one of my higher exposed players in the pre-draft process as well. And like, I think a lot more people are actually coming around to that thought. Like, and I think it's a toss up, like Rome versus Luther Burden. Like, I think in season long, if you were to do a marathon style, I do think that Luther is probably a worse pick than Rome. And I think that they're kind of even whenever the spike week stuff comes in.
Yeah. Yep. I think I agree with that. I mean, Luther Burden definitely has those like the JMO type vibes of like when it comes together, it's going to really pop, but man, you better buckle up for some inconsistency.
Yeah. And I didn't like him as a prospect, but like I don't know about you. I still feel like they only took him because they panicked and Travion was gone. But like it doesn't really matter that like that happened. Like, he ended up there. Ben Johnson's awesome. But like this year they're gonna have to use him outside. So like I do see the ceiling outcome. I definitely see it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go 0. I want pieces of all the Bears. Like, I'm not going to go 0. So,
all right, we got a 3-4-5-2. We're set at quarterback. We got those 4 running backs. Our wide receivers are Higgins, Zay, Tate, Pittman, Downs. We just added Hunter Henry and Chig. We're about to pick at the 15-16 turn here.
Hit tight end. Like what?
Yeah, tight end by ADP: Stowers, Helm, Otten, Freiermuth, Njoku, Ferguson.
Do you feel like we need one or not?
This team feels like I would throw a dart at a 3rd.
Well, no, I meant like on this tier. Let's actually go Helm. Build out the triple stack.
Yeah,
like
I like that. If we're gonna do the Ward thing, might as well.
And I'll let you pick Jeremy Bernard or Trey Tucker Tucker. I like both. Or Tucker just went, didn't he?
He did.
Yeah.
He did.
Okay.
I'm good with Jeremy.
Yeah. Let's do that.
And we have Pittman, so we're kind of getting another team level stack here without the QB mess.
Yeah. So like, and I kind of discussed it with you via chat, and like, it's hard, when you're chatting, it's kind of hard to relay fully. Like the truth serum versus hot take thing is weird as well. It's a fine line. Like, I understand what you want, but I just say what's on my mind. And if I'm an idiot, I'm an idiot. It's fine. Like, I don't want to
relitigate the true serum thing, because I've done it a lot, but I will just say another fine point on it. The spirit of it was to learn something about you beyond just a fantasy football take. Because at this point in my life, fantasy football takes they almost are just white noise to me. Like, someone could say anything, like, this guy should go 6th round. And I'm like, okay, cool. Yeah. Like, so the truth here was like, I want to learn something about you. I want to see a different side of you. And so the ones that just turned into fantasy, I didn't ask for fantasy football takes because they're boring to me. I wanted something that actually taught me about you. But real quick, I actually need to spin because Ralisch is killing me, has officially bowed out. So let me spin again so you guys can hop on when Ralisch, or sorry, when Who's is done with his draft here. Dat Mavis.
That Mavis. There you go. Nice.
But yes.
No, like I didn't want to open up the can of worms, but like they asked me, I had a hard time with it, and I knew it wasn't a truth serum take what I gave out, but like I thought about it for a week, and I'm like, I don't have one. I just don't. And I actually haven't found one either.
No, it's all right. It's a tough problem. I will say I am going to this guy Ralisch. Are you kidding me? Bring me on for this next one. I just told you 5 times and you said you couldn't do it because you had family stuff. I am sorry, Ralisch. You're in a 1 week timeout. I can't deal with you anymore. I can't deal with you.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Oh my God. I literally in the chat wrote, I'm going to kill you, Ralisch. And it said, YouTube rejected your comment. This usually means they think it's spam. Try changing it a bit. So I had to say it instead, Ralisch.
That's great.
Oh my gosh.
But congratulations to Dat.
Yes. Dat, he is getting on here. I'm not rugging Dat, someone who has been ready and willing.
These last 2 picks, right?
Yes, last two picks here. We got a 3-4-6-3. I assume we're looking at running backs and wide receivers.
Yeah. What? I mean, are you a believer in P. Ryan at all, or?
I have honestly not considered him. I've been trying to avoid taking any of these running backs, but I'm here for the Who experience. So you let me know what you want to do. Quick though, wide receiver.
Let's go Chris Bell. If he was there.
Let me see. Get it. Ah,
yeah.
Did I get it?
Yeah.
No, I got Ted Hurst. Sorry.
All right, that's fine.
You want a running back?
Yeah, just a running back. Just go Claiborne.
Okay.
I know he was a late pick, but like Aaron Jones always gets hurt, and I personally liked him a lot. I'm with you. I'm generally trying to be done at running back by the Brian Robinson pick.
Yes.
No,
I'm with
you.
But
like that was the debate between like, do we want a running back or do we want Gunnar Helm for the triple stack? I kind of like the Helm triple over the RB and then taking the shot. Like, I feel fine with just those 4 running backs, and then like just a big upside swing there. Like I think is why it's fine.
All right, here's the full squad recap. You can give me your final thoughts. Dat Mavis is going to be joining us in a second. Ralisch will not be joining us in a second. Joe Burrow.
Wait.
Burrow. Go ahead.
Chris Burkle's trolling him now about it. Chris is the one that was the first one that rolled, right? He's now trolling Ralisch.
He deserves it. I don't want to alienate our international audience, but in this case, I will make an exception. We can alienate Ralisch. Okay, here we go. Joe Burrow, Cam Moore, Daniel Jones, 5 running backs, Genty, Ken Walker, Tony Pollard, Kyle Monungai, and our final selection there, Damon Claiborne. Our wide receivers, T. Higgins, Zay Flowers, Carnell Tate, Michael Pittman Jr., Josh Downs, Jeremy Bernard, and Ted Hurst. Should have been Chris Bell. Little error by me there. Tight end, Hunter Henry, Chigakonkwo, Gunnar Helm. How do we do, Hoohames?
I think it's a really solid team. Between Ted Hurst and Chris Bell, like I felt like our team was solid enough to try to get the back-weighted Chris Bell's work, right? So like Ted Hurst is kind of the same kind of bet because they do have 3 receivers there, but they did spend a they spent third-round capital on them, so I don't mind it. That's the pick we needed. That's the pick right there we needed. The Ted Hurst timeout's what we needed. I could feel it.
Like the Pittman and Downs are like the perfect, guys to then pair with some rookie darts. Our tight end room isn't going to win any sexy competitions, but it's going to get the job done too.
So somebody asked me one of my hot takes on players. I don't know, like Chig. We've seen Zach Ertz just destroy with Jane Daniels. Like Chig to me should be up there around like I think he should be at like 125, 130 ish, like up around like the Goddards in them. Not
That's bullish, but
not before them, but like right around there.
Yeah.
But like,
you're not worried about Ben Sinnott?
I have not been worried about Ben Sinnott since I took like 14% of him his rookie year. Since
Same here.
Yeah,
I still have the scars.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you for letting me come on.
Let people know again. Where can they search for your YouTube channel? And you said 4 Central every day, Monday through Thursday.
Yeah. It's Hoohames. Just as it is in the chat, follow the name, and that's all it is. I do all kinds of content. I do multiple sites, and the channel's growing. We have fun as we have custom music, all kinds of custom things there. We just have a good time. So
beautiful. Well, thank you for hopping on, and thank you for doing it fair and square. You know, your fans wanted you to cut the line in the randomizer gods shown in your favor.
Yeah, I 2 people done that. It was kind of wild. I'm like, that, like, I appreciate it, but like you can't do that.
Hey, well, it worked out. Yep. We will catch you. Good luck on your goal to a 12-hour live stream, and we'll catch you around the chat, man.
Yep. Peace.
All right. Peace. All right. It's Dat Mavis. This is your second time on the Bash, correct?
I'll get my AirPods connected to you. I don't think the stream.
I can
pick
hear
them
you.
up. Let me turn them off real quick.
I can hear you. We'll get you all set up here in a second.
Here, let's see. I turned it to the microphone. How's that?
Good. Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, I can't hear you. I can see you talking.
You can see me talking.
Let me leave and come back real quick.
All right. Sounds good. Sounds good. While we're waiting here, this is the Best Ball Bash. All you have to do is be a YouTube member. And actually, there's a lot of other things you have to do. One of them being you have to be available to draft right now. That is one of them. Let's see if we can get.
Okay.
There. Can you hear me?
I can't hear you. This is crazy.
Can you go? So, well, I always do this where I start to explain and then I realize you can't hear me. I'll message you.
Try one more thing.
Discord. Click microphone settings and then default for headphones. This show definitely has first bash of the year energy. We're really working out the kinks. We're really trying to get our footing. And I'm trying to multitask. Now I'm trying to register for one of this High Rocks. Shout out Chris for letting me know that goes live right now. All right, we're going to try another. How about now?
All right, I think I can hear you now.
So you can hear me, but now we can't see you. We're slowly but surely getting there. How about now? Now I'm hearing myself in echo. And I'm hearing myself on delay. Oh man, this is rough. Are you there, Matt? I'm gonna see Ralisch. Ralisch is gonna come storming back. This is how this show always ended, with Ralisch coming back. How about now?
Okay, are we good now?
How about now? Can you hear me?
I can't hear you. What the hell? Pete, I'm sorry, man. I sprinted a half mile to get back here.
It's all right. It's all right. Do you want a rain check? Our Brazilian flip-flopper is also interested here. Can you hear me?
None.
Yeah, I DM'd him the instructions for
I'm on an
checking the
iPad.
microphone.
Switch to my iPad, so it's like settings, audio.
Oh man.
Like I did the test of the audio, Pete. I think you can hear me. I did the test and I can hear it through, but I can't hear anything from you.
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear. You
So.
look good. I don't know. The chat can hear me, so. All right. Let's see here. Matt, I think we're gonna have to do a rain check, guys. I really don't want to do too much dead air here. So Ralisch, there you go, buddy. Your next one. Your next one up. All right, guys. Thank you for bearing with us today. We'll get Ralisch up here shortly. This is how the sausage gets made. You're all good, bro. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. This fucking guy. This fucking guy. Welcome.
Can you hear me?
Welcome. Yeah, I better be able to hear you, and you better be able to hear me, buddy. You're on thin ice.
It was meant to be, Pete. It was meant to be.
Good. You explain to me, how did we get to this point? What happened today?
No, man, I joined because I thought there's no chance I'm going to be in the first one. And then I was hoping to be on the second one. I didn't know if you were going to draw like two at the beginning or once per time. And then when I got back to the chat, I got busy with like how's stuff work. And then when I got back to the chat, people were telling my name. So I was like really confused at first. And then I came to the chat to apologize because I was really feeling really bad. And then you understood that I was like saying I could not join anymore. So, but anyway, here we are.
We made it. We made it. Glad to have you. Did we draft a best ball team last year, or was it during the season that we did one?
No, it was a playoff best ball, so it was kind of like a different kind of draft, let's say. So this will be my first time for sure. Like
Beautiful.
A real draft, a BBM.
Well, I'm very excited to draft with you here. Have you in Brazil, right? You said you're able to do like FFPC, but that's basically
I do FFPC, yeah.
Okay. Have you done any drafts yet
thing.
this year? Is this going to be your first one?
No, I'm doing a few ones. I did only one live one. I'm saving most of my bankroll for later in the season. I did very badly last year with my early drafts.
Yes.
So trying to bring in a different strategy this year. But
so
I really enjoy. Go ahead.
Your new strategy is to do your early drafts on my account.
Yes, with your side credits for sure.
Yes. Okay. No, this is my hard-earned money, buddy. This is my hard-earned money. We got the 1-5.
That's great. So that will be probably a receiver, I would say.
Yes.
But no, but I'm doing a few ones, just not too many, because last year I could not stop drafting, and then I ran out of bankroll by the end of the year. And then I did one on Monday. I really liked what I got, like the ADPs and etc. So I'm doing a few other ones, but not too many.
Beautiful.
Too many.
Do you have any hot takes for us after the draft?
Weird draft, I don't know what to make it for best ball. It feels like not a lot of good draft landing spots. I don't know. It almost feels like you don't need to draft rookies this year, honestly, because I don't know. I don't feel like there's anyone who is. I don't like Love's price right now. I don't feel like he's in a good position to succeed. Maybe Tyson with the Saints, but what can we expect from them? Honestly. So it feels weird.
Yeah, it's we're all trying to muster enthusiasm here as we can. Can you muster enthusiasm for JSN at 1.5?
Yes,
or do you like JT?
I can.
Okay.
No, it's JSN for sure.
Okay, beautiful. All right, JSN for sure. Remind me, do you have a team allegiance? I can't remember.
I follow the Bengals mostly, but fantasy also brought this new perspective where, I mean, I'm more worried about my teams than the Bengals themselves. But I think if the defense is better this year, I think we can compete.
Yeah. How did you pick the Bengals? Forgive me if I asked you this last time, but I need a refresher.
I was an exchange student in the U.S. 20 years ago, and the family I was living in Michigan, but the family I lived with, they are from Cincinnati, so I became a Bengals and Reds fan.
There you go. I guess congrats, or I'm sorry, one of the two.
Yeah. Yes. not a lot of winning moments for the last 20 years.
No, not at all. All right, so we start JSN here. We aren't on FFPC, so I'll have to remind you, this isn't tight end premium. So just chill out with your tight end takes. I know that you otherwise love to crank some purple here.
No, I think what I have to remind myself even more is that it's half PPR. Otherwise, I will just take all the receivers.
That's right. I should start before every best ball stream. I should just run down the full settings for everyone, just to make sure we're all on the same page here. And I also don't like this. Like, besides BBM and Gibbs, I don't really like the running backs in the first few rounds. I think all of them have some holes, so I don't feel good like clicking any of those top 10 running backs after the top 2 ones. So I have been taking a lot of receivers early on. I was going to say, because we're going to be in like prime range for one of your Cincinnati guys, Chase Brown here, but it sounds like no love for him.
No, I think he's in a good spot, actually. I think the draft was very good for him. I think but I don't think he's like an incredible talent. I could see him losing work during the season. Oh, there he goes.
Wow. Yeah, this tale of two sides of the board. 4 teams started running back. We are on the clock here. Neighbors, London, Rashee Rice, McBride, Jeremiah Love, Pickens, Nico. Who do you like?
I like Rice.
All right, Rashee Rice. Come on down. Yeah, running back got wiped there. I mean, there wasn't even anyone to consider at running back.
It feels like we're going for a 0 RB draft.
Yes. Do you have the stomach for that?
Yes, I do.
Okay, that's the first thing, if you have the stomach. The second thing is, how long of a list of running back targets do you have late? Because I'm also going to need that.
I think there's some dart throws, but
okay,
we can make it work.
That's what I like to see. Dreaming of Sundays wants to know your opinion on Skyline Chili, Cincinnati's finest.
Never tried and don't intend to. It feels very gross. Honestly.
There you go.
Not the finest American cuisine, I would say.
All right, we're about to pick again in the third. We start JSN and Rashee Rice. Nico has been a slight ADP faller here, and then we're into Josh Jacobs, Devontae Smith, ETN, Breece Hall territory. Nico goes.
I could see ourselves taking either Jacobs or Smith. I think if we want to go the 0 RB route, I'll go for Smith. But I think Jacob.
Which hole do you want to go down?
Smith. Let's go 0 RB.
Oh, got it in under the wire, I believe. Yes. Okay. I like it. I mean, once we talked about going down that that path, I knew we had to do it.
Yeah, we have to do it. And Jacobs, I think it's like one of those cases that his position, I think, is very good. He like no added RBs, but he was kind of banged up by the end of last year, and I'm not sure. I think he could. I also feel like he could be replaced very easily.
Yes. All right. 1 second here. I am buying my High Rocks ticket here, and there's like a million goddamn options, so I have to make sure I'm getting the right one here. So sorry for being distracted. All right, we got JSN, Rashi Rice, and Devontae. You feeling good about that?
Yes, as long as AJ Brown's traded. Yes.
Okay. I mean, I feel like we're at the spot where that's a lock, right?
I hope so. Otherwise, I mean, he's still a good player, but we have to count. And it would be really nice to get maybe. Wait, let's wait. I'm not going to. But you talked about the RBs late on the draft. Which rookies do you like? Like, maybe you don't like anyone, but which ones do you think might be viable this season?
I don't mind the rookie wide receivers, and I do like some of those round 1 guys who are going in the hundreds. Like I'm fine taking Concepcion, Omar Cooper, Sadiq. I think those guys represent slight discounts. I think it's a little harder with some of those other guys, even the Hursts and the Jeremy Bernards. It's definitely a lot lower confidence.
What about the running backs?
The late round running backs, I feel like, are even trickier. I don't mind like the 18th round dart we did, but I really don't want to be in the business of taking those guys too much. Zay, Bucky, Evans, Jamo, Henderson, Waddle, Monty. Who do you like?
Evans.
Boom.
Yeah.
Come on down.
All
right. So we got this. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead, please.
No, I was just recapping. We got the true 0 RB start here. JSN, Rashi Rice, Devontae Smith, Mike Evans. Were you tempted at all by the Bucky or David Montgomery?
No, not at all. Not at this point. I think to me, it feels like it's a real RB dead zone this year. Bucky, I don't think he was very good last year. I think Gainwell and Sean Tucker are real football players. And Montgomery, I don't know if I've been listening to a lot of people who love him, but I don't know. It feels pricey, and I think that like Mike Evans is going to command a lot of targets on the 49ers, and Brock Purdy was hurt most of the year, but when he played last year, he was, if I'm not wrong, he was like 2nd or 3rd quarterback points per game. So I think he could be getting a lot of points throughout the year. I think my challenge here, Pete, is like sometimes I don't know when to stop drafting wide receivers, because I would continue.
This is where I probably would do like a Judkins, Tootin, or Swift, just so we could save a running back spot for later, or a wide receiver spot.
Let's go for Swift. Or Tootin. Tootin's fine.
No. I got you. I was just making sure the queue was filled. We got Tootin or Swift. I mean, so we are good there. Yeah, I was kind of talking about it with Hoohames too, where the 0 RB, it's not just that running backs dry up. Like I have the stomach to kind of blast off on running backs in the mid range. It's also just that the wide receiver values are so strong there. I mean, we just took Downs and Pittman Worthy's there. You have some of those rookie guys. It's like it just is a double whammy of fighting upstream in this landscape.
Yeah, I do mostly super flex at FFPC, and then in this one draft I did, I was also taking like a lot of receivers and quarterbacks early, but then I got Terry McLaurin in the 8th round, and I was like, how can I pass this up? Like at the wide receiver 30 or something like that. I cannot let it go. So it's challenging.
For sure. So we got Swift. We get our first running back. We did Monungai with Hoohames. We get Swift here. So we've split the difference on the Chicago backfield. We got JSN, Rashee Rice, Devontae Smith, and Mike Evans here for this squad so far. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good.
Beautiful.
There's one player I would really like to get in this next round. Let's see if he comes around.
Okay. All right. Now I'm intrigued. You going to keep it close to the vest here?
I don't. Yeah, no, I think we can say, but I'd like to get Hurts with Smith. I think he's underpriced. I'm not sure what his ADP is right now. If we can push it to the 7th round, maybe it's too aggressive.
Yeah, I think 7th round is going to be tough. I mean, he has an ADP of 68, and we pick at 65 and then 77. So I think I think that's unlikely.
This guy's going to take Daniels, probably.
He should. All right,
no.
Let's see. Oh, he goes Chuba. You're right. Okay. Let's see here. Harrison goes. So yeah, I mean, this is Hurts, right?
Yeah, this is Hurts.
All right. That makes a ton of sense for us. So we lock that up. So now we have the quarterback stack, Hurts to Smith. We got Swift as our anchor running back, and then JSN, Rashee, and Evans along with Smith there. So we're in good shape.
And then the number 3 guy took Allen and Jackson.
Yes.
I'm also willing to wait a lot on tight ends.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I mean, we just we did that with who, and like how bad did it get? We got Hunter Henry, we got Gunnar Helm, and Chigakonkwo. I mean, that's if you like uber punt, that's what you can still end up with, which doesn't feel that gross to me.
Which rounds did you get them? Do you remember?
I think it was 14, 15, 16, I believe is the 3 rounds we took them in a row.
Not bad. So let's see.
All right. Sorry, we are back on the clock. Metcalf, Harvey, Parker, Washington are the solver suggestions. Metcalf, Sutton, Addison, Michael Wilson, Monungai. What do you want?
Wow.
Quick. Quick.
I don't know. I cannot.
All right.
Harvey's all right. Harvey's all right.
I don't love it, but it was like we wanted to save some spots for wide receiver. We didn't have a quarterback there. I guess, yeah, Caleb is who we probably should have done. Just lock up the quarterback. Yeah.
That's true.
We'll be better. We'll be better.
Yeah, I don't think RJ Harvey is like the best pick, but it's not terrible as well. I mean, there's a good chance that Dobbins is not as good as everyone thinks he is anymore after so many injuries.
All right. Here we are. Hurts to Devontae, Swift, Harvey at running back. Yeah, I mean, Harvey has been a guy I've been very leery of after the Coleman stuff. Pick 77 on a 0 RB build. It's probably not the worst thing in the world.
No. Yeah, it hurts to not have selected Caleb Williams with Swift, but that's all right. And maybe we can get also Coleman later and kind of.
Yeah. And the other thing, we can do Purdy with Evans, Darnold with JSN. So we're not out completely there. I think the other thing that hurt is Fannin would have made a ton of sense as well if we wanted to kind of go, hey, let's get an elite-ish. I'll qualify it tight end.
I think another take I have for this year is like sometimes we just have to draft players on good teams, and I'm trying to avoid Browns, Jets, and sometimes it feels like those guys. Like the chance that someone from these terrible offenses are going to make a league winner are very slim. But I could be wrong, of course.
Yeah.
I love Fannin as a player, but it doesn't feel like the.
So we are in the range here. If you want to pull the trigger on Purdy, there's some of these other quarterbacks, Herbert, Dart.
No, I would go for Purdy.
Yeah, or Mahomes as well, if you prefer Mahomes.
I like Purdy better. I think Mahomes with coming back from the injury, of course Purdy was also injured last year, but I think it's a bit more clear path.
All right. Purdy to Evans, Hurts to Devontae. That's clean. We got our 2 running backs, no tight ends yet, but that is fine. And we'll see what falls here in this next round. Do you have your short list though for some running back targets? Because we're going to need them here in the middle of the.
Can you scroll down? Can you scroll down a bit? That's the time to start scrolling down.
Yep. Although be careful when you scroll down at running back because you could fall off a cliff pretty quickly.
Yeah, no, not too much. What's up there? Tracy Mark.
So we're back on the clock. Solver suggests Pearsall with the stack, Pitts as our first tight end, or Quorum as another running back. All of those sound good to me. What do you think? Pearsall. Okay, good.
Yeah.
You said Pierce, and I was like, oh no, Damian Pierce. So what just happened?
Alex Pierce.
Oh my goodness.
Double stack. That's good.
Yes, we'll get the Pearsall double stack. He falls a little bit, 96 to 101. And I think we can rock with the 2 quarterback room here, Hurts and Purdy.
And we could probably also stack the tight ends as well. That would make some sense. Maybe. What's Sam Darnold ADP? What range is he going?
He has an ADP of 133. We pick at 125 and 140.
How important do you think is the third quarterback?
What's that?
How important do you think the third quarterback is in this team? Like, do you need a third quarterback who can roll with 2?
I think like in this spot, like looking at the 125, 140, that would be the exact spot where I'd be like, we don't have to force Darnold at 125. If there's another player we like, we could push it and see if we lock up the QB3.
Sounds good.
The squad, well, this will be a range though here where I do think like you look at this running backs, Rashad White, Jones, Gainwell, Mason, Brooks, Rodriguez. We probably want to make sure we're getting 1, if not 2 of those.
Maybe 2.
Yeah. Yeah, because this is going to be a team where we're probably getting to at least 6 running backs. Yeah. And my guess is that we're going to want the space for extra bullets at running backs relative to the third quarterback.
Makes sense. I do have my running back targets that I like in this range. Let's see.
Okay. All right, we're on deck here. So we have just Swift and Harvey. Let's see what's it going to be here. We got some good options. I mean, Gainwell, Rodriguez, White, and Jones all could be very useful for this kind of room.
Since I passed on Tooten, I would go for Rodriguez.
Yeah. Yeah, no Tootin. We passed on him for Swift. So yeah, we can play this from the other side there. We did we benefited a little bit from the quarterback run. We had Willis, Mahomes, Love, Dart, Murray all go in a row. Only Corum and Mason went. Gainwell comes off. We are kind of fighting this guy next to us. Paper God also has a true 0 RB build. He waited until Pollard in the 7th. So he goes Pollard, Bill, Gainwell. We're probably going to have to fight him for a couple of these running backs.
Let's see.
Rashad White goes. That one, the Gainwell, Rashad White are the other two that feel pretty good. Oh my goodness. And this drafter, oh my God, from the one hole, they go Bijan, Hendo, Scatabo, but then come back and nab both Rashad White and Aaron Jones. I kind of don't blame them just because this tier break here gets pretty nasty. I do like Aaron or Jonathan Brooks though, if you're on board for him.
Yeah. As a desperation move, that could work.
Or if you don't care, Xavier Worthy's the big ADP faller here to 125.
Are we on the clock?
Yep.
What about Goddard? And then we lock we get our first tight end and we lock
we got it.
The stack.
Yeah. We got the double stack there. Hurts, Devontae, and Goddard. 2, 3, 5, 1. I think we're going to feel okay everywhere except running back. But I think we can kind of spray and pray. This is where you're going to have to get creative. We're going to need at least 3 of these guys down the stretch.
At least. But that's the thing with 0 RB, you have to. I think Brooks is a very risky pick. We've never seen this guy play in the NFL. He's coming back from injury.
We did see him play for about a game and a half, I believe. But I think I would say every running back pick after like Rashad White and those guys come off the board is very risky to some extent. And you just need to throw as many darts as you can. And I still think Brooks represents one of the best dart throws you can make as far as from a pedigree standpoint and a backfield competition standpoint. Because it's like you look at a guy like Woody Marks here, man, it's like we know who Woody Marks is. He had every opportunity in the world and couldn't do shit. Tyler Algier just got nuked, absolutely nuked, and has to also compete with James Conner for scraps. Charbonnet just got nuked.
Late season, maybe.
Stuff.
Yeah.
Braylon
Allen could make sense as a handcuff. Mitchell, I'm not sure sure he could be awesome in the Chargers, but he could also not play most of the year. Spears doesn't excite me at all. I do like Brian Robinson as a kind of like RB2. Like I think he will for sure have his share of touches, and if Bijan misses some time, he could be like an interesting player.
I'm with you completely on Brian Robinson. He's like one of the few backs that really stand out to me relative to his role and what you're getting. So let's see here.
Yeah, but we need our running back for sure.
Yeah, so we're about to pick here. We did lose a couple. I mean, we could just pull the trigger on Brian Robinson here if we want.
Yes, please do it.
I don't really see anything else that we have to have.
And I think at this point, ADP is just not really relevant, I would say.
Yeah.
We just need to get a RB room.
Yes. Dan needs to leave for work. If you fire another, Pete, love the show. I appreciate the heads up. I think this is going to be our last one. I actually have to run, and my parents are coming into town, so I got to go get them from the airport. So I'm not going to be able to do another. But every Thursday, we will be back at noon Eastern. I should have time to do. If we really crank these out, we can definitely get at least 3 drafts in on most best ball bashes. We did spend a little bit of today with technical difficulties and rounding up our guests, so we'll smooth things out next week for sure. And excited to draft with you guys all summer long.
How's the chat evaluating our team so far?
I think they hate it.
So
but that's
a
what's
good
going to
sign.
happen anytime you go 0 RB. Kenyon Sadiq is a pretty nice idea here. Omar Cooper at wide receiver, but probably tight end or running back if you got one.
Who we got at running back? We have Sadiq.
like
Sadiq. Go for Sadiq.
Sadiq? Yeah, let's do
Sadiq,
Sadiq first.
Yeah.
Get a little upside along with
Yeah.
Goddard. And then, let's look back at running back. Marks is falling. Spears, Mike Washington, Pacheco, Braylon Allen, Sampson. This might be a team where you have Purdy and you need running back, where we make a judgment call on Kalen Black or Jordan James with a late round pick.
I also don't hate to think Bigsby,
Bigsby?
Yeah. I don't know if it's too many Eagles on the same team, but I do think he's for sure their RB2.
Yeah.
And who knows?
I actually like that. I mean, one of the things we've talked about this over the years, but with the backup running back paired with your quarterback stack is like a double whammy, because if there's an injury to Barkley, not only do you have theoretically a starting running back, but the team's also probably going to throw more in that scenario as well. So I think there's kind of a double bonus to stacking up your quarterback with the RB2 there. And yes, I have famously auto drafted Tank Bigsby, but occasionally I draft him on my own volition.
On purpose.
And we could do the same thing with the Niners. The biggest, most notorious CMC hater in the Bash chat, Mark, is certainly on board with that angle.
Yeah, and some people will start with the narrative that CMC got. If I'm not wrong, he got the most touches last year.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the formula for underperforming this year.
Yep. All right, let's get on the same page here for this pick. If we're looking at running backs, Mike Washington, Pacheco, Braylon, Dylan Sampson, Emmett Johnson, Bigsby. This might just be a chance to do Bigsby unless you like somebody else.
Now let's go Bigsby and lock him up. I would also not hate Braylon Allen.
Yeah, do you want to go Braylon because he has the higher
Braylon
ADP?
first. Yes, okay. And we got Sadiq, so it's like a
double
jets. Yeah.
What could go
and who knows,
with double jets?
We could have 49ers Eagles Week 17 matchup, and then this is a winner.
It's a winner. That's right. I love the enthusiasm there. For our audio listeners here, here's the team so far. Jalen Hurts and Brock Purdy at quarterback. We got this 0 RB build that kicked off with Swift. We added Harvey, Chris Rodriguez, Brian Robinson, and Braylon Allen. Our wide receivers, JSN, Rashee Rice, Devontae Smith, Mike Evans, and Ricky Pearsall. Tight ends, Dallas Goedert and Kenyon Sadiq. So I think we recovered. Running back room is going to be
all right.
Going to be weak. It is what it is.
I do believe the next year 0 RB will be a lot more viable because of what happens this season. So we are ahead of the curve.
So we can get we're able to get both. You want to pull the trigger on Bigsby here?
Yes, for sure.
All right. Let the record show that was Ralisch who wanted to click him and not me. I can't have my brand associated with Tank Bigsby.
I don't hate this RB room.
I mean, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. I think if we put this RB room on Twitter, Ralisch, I don't know the reviews, how kind they would be. I can see the vision, though. We need only one more rookie RB
for the late season upside, and we are good.
All right. Go AZ Cards has a question for you, and it's a pretty open-ended, ambiguous one. Tell us something interesting about yourself. Any fun facts?
Fun facts. Not sure. Let's see. Besides that, I live in Brazil. I was an exchange student in the US 20 years ago. I also had the chance to live in Hungary and India in different parts of my life working. I have a 10 years old daughter, and I don't know. That's pretty it. I don't know what else to do.
What is your daughter into? What kind of stuff does she like to do?
Oh, she's really she's trying to find out about her own musical taste, that's not influenced by myself, by her mother. So I think this is also something a bit different because I'm divorced, so we do have a split parenting. So she spends 2 weeks with her mother and then 2 weeks with me. So my life is I do live kind of like a double life.
Double life.
She's home, when she's home, life is pretty hectic and crazy. And then when she's not around, I do have a lot of time for myself. So but it's a very, very interesting phase, trying to become an adolescent, but is still a kid.
Are you inferring that she's listening to some music these days that you're not too fond of yourself?
No, not at all. But it's funny because she goes to some friend's house and then she sees that her friend has her own taste, but then she doesn't like the music that her friend's listening, so she's asking for suggestions of new bands.
Hey guys,
it's nice to see this.
We're on the clock. Would you want to do Stribling and do a big triple stack on the Niners? Is there something else you want to do?
Oh, yeah, it's okay. Let's go.
I guess Christian Kirk too, if you wanted, but I feel like with Evans and Pearsall, maybe just take the higher swing.
Yeah. And they put so much capital on him that he better be good.
That's right. Yeah, so we have a 2-6-6-2. We have 2 more picks left. I think the question is, do you feel good with Goddard and SYTCT at tight end, or would you like to add a third?
No, we need another tight end. I think we do.
Yeah, you're looking at best available by ADP is Freiermuth, Njoku, Ferguson, Gesicki, Dulcich, and then it gets pretty bleak. The wide receivers, I do think this team, JSN, Rashi, Devontae, Mike Evans, Pearsall, Stribling. The other thing is, do you want to get to 7 running backs or 7 wide receivers? The running back room is Swift, Harvey, Rodriguez, Brian Robinson, Allen, Bigsby. We did talk about maybe picking one of Jordan James or Kalen Black there at the end.
Is it too many 49ers or no? That's not a problem.
I don't think so. At these prices, I don't think it's a big deal.
So I think we need a tight end, and I don't know. The chance that those RBs are a big zero, it's huge.
I think Freiermuth or Njoku is a very solid tight end 3 option on a build like this.
Let's go for Njoku. I think he'll sign somewhere where he will be the tight end 1.
Yep. I think this tight end room is solid. Goddard, SYTCT, and Njoku there. Goddard and SYTCT pair really well, especially if Stowers really starts to come on at the end and Goddard's getting a little de-emphasized. SYTCT should really be hitting his stride, and then Njoku will just kind of be a landing spot wild card, but we kind of know who he is. I think we're probably okay at 6 wide receivers here. The wide receivers are a little stronger bets, I would say, just as a whole, and yet we probably want the 7th running back on this team.
Yeah, then I think the question becomes if we want one of the 49ers or maybe a more boring pick.
Yeah, I'd put Vidal, Ray Davis, in the queue, and then I would put the 2 San Francisco running backs, Claiborne in the conversation as well.
I really like Davis as
Okay, that's what Charles is pounding the table for as well. This team needs the Buffalo RB2. I guess I'll put Ty Johnson in the queue then, right? JK.
the best.
That's
the
right.
best running back, the best receiving running back in the league, according to Josh Allen.
Yeah, exactly. Did any of these other names intrigue you at all? I mean, holy cow, it is bleak once you start scrolling, man.
No, not really.
If you went wide receiver, who would be your guy here?
Oh, that's tough. I don't even know. I don't like the rookies. I feel like they are all in very weird situations. Pat Bryant, no, they just got Waddle. I don't know. Let's go for the running back. I think that our top 3, we could be having like 3 top 10 wide receivers in our team, and that's enough.
Yep. Yeah, Vidal goes. We'll see what's available here. Should be able to get either Ray Davis or one of the San Francisco. Or no, sorry. Kalen Black went. Kalen Black went. So we're down to Ray Davis, Jordan James, and Claiborne in the queue for our 7th running back. Sounds like your preferences would be Ray Davis 1, James 2, Claiborne 3.
Ray Davis for sure.
All right, let's see here. Let's see how the 0 RB drafter next to us, behind us, what did they end up with? Where was that drafter? Oh, here they were. They were Pollard, Bill, Gainwell, Pacheco, Dylan Sampson, Kamara. So they're in just as rough. See, this was after taking Josh Allen and Lamar. It's a tough build to pull off. All right, Ray Davis comes to us. Let's do it.
Yeah.
We have like every post hype RB2. I mean, Brian Robinson, Braylon Allen, take Bigsby, Ray Davis. There have been moments over the past couple of years where there have been large amounts of enthusiasm for each one of those running backs.
It's a true 0 RB team.
Yes. All right. I'm going to recap this team, and I want to get your final thoughts. 2763 at the top of the show. Ralisch admitted that he had the stomach for 0 RB, and he was not kidding, because that is what we did. Jalen Hurts and Brock Purdy. 7 running backs: Swift, Harvey, Rodriguez, Brian Robinson, Braylon Allen, Tank Bigsby, and Ray Davis. Wide receivers: JSN, Rashee Rice, Devontae Smith, Mike Evans, Ricky Pearsall, Dejon Stribling, and then 3 tight ends: Goddard, Sadiq, and Njoku. How do you feel?
It's okay. It could be better, but it's not the worst team.
There you go. And it sounds.
And I'm glad I was able to join.
Yes. No, it was. It's quite the journey to get you here, but we made it. And I did see in the chat from Matt Davis that he figured out his tech difficulty. So hopefully we get him on later this summer. And look, I mean, the reviews from Go AZ Cards, he says this will be the highest finishing BBM Bash team. Wow.
What's the prize for that?
Yeah. Well, the prize for that, if we make it to the finals, 667. So the min cash this year is you get your full BBM entry fees back if you max it, $37.50.
No, I mean as the highest finishing BBM Bash team. What's the prize?
There's no separate prizes for that. No separate prizes.
Come on, Pete.
That's right.
Come on.
Yes, you just get. You know what? You'll earn another spot on the Bash if we don't make any money,
Sounds
but
good.
it's the highest. That would be depressing if the highest finishing Bash team doesn't make any money. That would be depressing.
1 month membership.
That's right. That's right. We got a real quick, so you think you can tout question here from Dan. Roughly what % of the tout submissions are from users you are aware of / already knew? Yeah, good question. I would say I knew or was familiar with or had heard their name. I think about 1/3. Somewhere between like 35 to 40 of them I think I knew. But yeah, the there were a ton of people I had never seen before, didn't know their name, didn't even know their username. So yeah, but Win Tout Show. Well, guess what? I just got word that my editor sent over a draft for me to review later. I think the plan is going to be to set up a live premiere tomorrow on the So You Think You Can Tout channel. So there's a few things I have to do to get it all ready. And at this point in the day, and with having to go get my parents, I think I'm going to make it a premiere tomorrow. So look for this. I'm guessing it'll be around 12 or 1 p.m. Eastern, but you please subscribe to the new So You Think You Can Tout YouTube channel, because all of the content's going to be over there. I had initially had it on the Deposit Kingdom channel, decided to make it its own channel. Here is the link. Here's the link in the chat. Would love if you guys subscribe. Look for a live premiere tomorrow. It's going to be a banger. I'm pretty sure it's like 90 plus minutes. Very entertaining. All kinds of fun submissions, fun reactions from Pat Mayo. I think you guys are really going to love it. And yeah, that'll be tomorrow at some point. I'll get that scheduled. But otherwise, thank you to Ralisch. Thank you to Hoohames. Thank you to Matt Davis. Thank you to Rickadoodle for being understanding why I pushed him aside despite the wheel thrusting him on stream. Again, appreciate all you guys who are YouTube members. We'll be here every Thursday this summer at noon Eastern. If you guys want to toss your name in the ring, or your hat in the ring, toss your name in the hat, which you then toss the hat in the ring, I believe is how that goes. Until next time. Oh, one other plug for me, in addition to So You Think You Can Tout. Tomorrow evening, After Dark, for YouTube members, is going to be with JJ, aka the Late Round QB. That'll be a fun discussion with JJ. Until then, I'm Pete. We'll see you next time on The Bash.